Hello, movie lovers. Welcome to my channel MoviesParadise. Today, I'm gonna show you a movie, which will blow your mind and you will feel so much attached that you might count yourself as one of the cast of this movie. So, hold your breath for a nice little journey with MoviesParadise. You guys probably heard drugs, addiction can take your life. After watching this video you will feel you are watching this happening in front of you. Climax. An amazing film which will take control of your mind and body while watching. This film will make you dance like a puppet in every moment. Warning. This film is sensitive and disturbing. So, if you are under 18 plus, you should not watch this film. In the beginning of the film, there are some footage of dancers, in which they were asked mainly two questions. Number 1, sex, and number 2, drugs. Some of them openly talked about their fantasy to sleep with the girls of their groups. And some of them shared their dangerous experience with drugs, where they were very close to death. But in that dance group there are one girl who never had drugs before nor had sex with someone. In short, she is a very good girl. She said, her previous roommate was taking some kind of drugs in her eye, and after watching that, she ran away from there. After that scene the story goes to an empty school, where that dance group take a hall of that school in rent, for dance practice for someday. Then their dance performance starts, which is approximately 10 to 12 minutes long. In this time, you will see weird dance moves and a background music which is kind of hypnotic. Then, they started the party, and the whole dance group decided to spend quality time with each other. And for making that moment special, the manager of group Emmanuel serves alcohol to her dance group. At first, everything seems normal, but after some time, the temperature of the rooms start to increase like they were in a desert. Now, I should introduce you to some characters, otherwise, you would not understand the story. Number 1, Selva, the choreographer of the dance group, and there is a boy named David, who is obsessed with Selva, and want her at any cost. Number 2, Emmanuel, who is the group manager of that dance group, and she came along with her little boy in this party. And if you guys remember, this madam served the alcohol to the whole group. Number 3 is Gazelle and her elder brother Taylor. Their relationship is kinda weird than the normal brother and sisters. Because, every time Gazelle get close to her boyfriend Omar, Taylor became very possessive, and he tries to get close to Gazelle. Number 4. This is Psyche, and one of the best dancer in the group. She had suffered a hell with her previous relations. For this reason, she is trying to stay away from the relationship whoever is trying to pick her up. Her answer is straight no. Now let's return to the party, where everyone was happy and joyful, suddenly turns into a nightmare. It starts with Psyche. She suddenly lose control of her body and urine in the floor, but she act like nothing happened, and continue dancing. On the other side, Gazelle and Taylor start something, which is very embarrassing situation for a brother and sister. Taylor tries to forcefully touch Gazelle, and David is now after Selva very badly, and he wants Selva in his bed at any cost, like the animal inside of him woke up. And there comes a time when David forcefully tries to kiss Selva, but Selva somehow survives herself. After watching all this, all members realizes something is wrong with the Sendra, which the manager serves to everyone. But Emmanuel completely denies the blame, because she also drank that in front of everyone. In the next scene, the boy of Emmanuel tries to drink that Sendra. But she lock her son in the electricity room of the school to keep him away from the drink. In this whole party, there is only one who didn't touch the drink. That was Lou, Selva's best friend. When reason asked, Lou confessed that she is pregnant with someone in that dance group, but who is that man, no one knows. After hearing this, Dom, the other group member, kicks at Lou's belly, because according to Dom, Lou is very dramatic, and always does something for public stunt. After some time Lou get up, and get in the party to take revenge from the Dom. But the whole scenery was changed, that time. Everyone became a human-faced monster. She watched, a madness were going on. Someone was dancing with the full strength of their body, and someone is sexually abusing others. When Lou reached there, everyone started to believe Dom, and made fun of Lou. And others started fighting with one another. Taylor is jealous of Omar, and he don't want to see him around Gazelle. For that, Taylor start to tell everyone that Omar mixed LSD in their drink. If you don't know what is LSD, it is a very dangerous drug, which will hallucinate everything. After you take this, the blood pressure of your body will get so high that you will try to kill yourself. After hearing this, everyone who had lost their mind already started to beat Omar without asking him anything. When all this madness was going on, Emmanuelle heard her son's voice from the electricity room, who was very scared, and talking about some insect, which is slowly coming toward her son. When she wanted to unlock the door, she realizes the key of the door were missing. She searched the whole school, but didn't find the key. And after some time, the light goes off, and everyone was celebrating and shouting that Emmanuelle's son died from the shock of electric wire. Hearing that, Emmanuelle, who was also affected by the drink, started to cry and blame herself for her son's death. And she started to beat herself in the door of that electric room. From now, I'm going to give you an spoiler alert. If you want to watch this movie and find the rest of the story by yourself, you can leave this video, otherwise, continue with me to find the rest. Decision is yours. So, back to the story. Now we start to understand their situation when the camera goes upside down. And we can see how the LSD addicted members were feeling at that moment. By showing red screen and songs playing in loudspeaker, they are watching the world right now in a mess. This scene can cringe you very hardly. Now, Selva start to mix reality and hallucination together. She started to witness very disturbing things. The picture of a jungle were hanged in wall she hallucinated as a real jungle. This is the affect of LSD, which can make someone completely mad. In the next scene, Taylor forcefully sexually abused her sister Gazelle in a room. And David arrived suddenly there. Then they start fighting, and Gazelle becomes senseless like she is very near to death. And the DJ of this party named Daddy was expert to pick up girls, but after drinking, he totally forget his gender and act like a woman. Daddy tries to get physical with other boys. You can imagine how dangerously LSD affected them. After all of this chaos of the night, the next day when police arrived at the spot, the place was not better than any mess. Police find Omar's body outside in the snow. Lou, who was pregnant, finds herself very far from school, lying in snow and laughing strangely. Selva, who didn't want to make any physical relation with David, were found lying with another girl, Emmanuelle, who killed herself for blaming her son's death. Police found her body outside of the electric room, but strangely, her son is alive and completely okay. Actually, her son had that drink about 2 sips and he was hallucinating a cockroach and got senseless. And at the end of the scene, the biggest climax reveled, where a girl gets up from sleep, and her bag was full of books based on LSD and drugs. And after woke up, she put some drops in her eyes. Remember something? Psyche, who told her roommate took drugs and she ran away. Actually, this was a big lie, and her hallucination. The truth is, she is badly addicted with LSD. In the previous night, she was the one who mixed LSD with Cendria. So, that was the story. If you liked our content, then hit the like button. And if you want more of this video, then subscribe our channel and share it with your friends. See you in the next one.